that didn't deal much damage, but we need to deal with that poison. Definitely need to deal with that poison. What can we do? We have this, but that won't deal with poison. Okay, we're just going to have to deal some damage, I think. We could just deal some damage. It's not a bad idea. Have you use... Actually, we need you to just start curing. We need you to cure poison, starting on yourself, most certainly. And you'll want to use Flash, you'll want to use Granite, and hopefully we won't suffer any nasty attacks because of the fact that our party is poisoned. Poison really is the way that it breaks your cycle of dealing damage, because you're being dealt damage by dealing damage. Also, restoring 6 health really isn't great. That's not really impressive. This might be impressive, though. The boss battle is starting to use some of its more deadly moves. It's quite dangerous when it wants to be. However, we are quite well protected, so it's safe to say that we don't have to worry at the moment. Let's see, kill poison here. And once again, we'll just do this, because why use a summon rush when we can just be nigh on indestructible? A summon rush in this fight is far more dangerous. It is sort of taking the epicness out of the fight, but I always consider the music to be inherently epic. One severe blow here for 65 damage, not bad, and the poison has been cured. And fortunately that is not going to be unleashing even more poison. We don't care about an evil spirit gripping Mia there, because that's not really that dangerous. One attack, one wish well, and it's your turn to use that now, and your turn to set that. I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine, he said, not knowing if we'll be absolutely fine. But this music is amazing. I know I've mentioned it so many times, that is because it is so true. And that Unleash is also amazing. And one attack there for 11? I really don't think you're that much of a threat right now. Not even when you jump from outer space. I think it's safe to say that every time you raise your fangs, it just shows how defanged you are, Satoris and Manardi. It's time to, 18, 11, 8, and a dramatic 6 damage. Oh no! I don't think we have that much to worry about. It's just a matter of time now. It's literally a matter of time. The only question is when they will fall. We will not be bested by Satoris and Manardi. We may have failed to stop the Venus Lighthouse from being lit, but we will defeat them and stop them from lighting any others. By killing them. 211 damage. They are still standing. Wish well there. And we're now pretty much at full health apart from Isaac. And there is an evil blessing. 20 and 45 damage. Not really that much to worry about. And even now in the final fight, we are still using auto attacks. Because let's face it, why use anything else against the final boss of the game, eh? Never before in any other RPG would you say that. And we have just said that again. Another Unleash. And that is a lot of damage, 214. You'll notice that they have no healing, and a nimble dodge there from Isaac, not bad. 158 damage, a severe blow. The Delta Severe, 14 points of damage. We will defeat them. Slow and steady wins the fight, especially this one. But not against Emerald Weapon. Not if you have loads of materia. I learned that the hard way. Going to have that protective aura, set that again. The Unleash once more! 200 or so more damage. 213. The Deadly Gas, just to make things that much more difficult, and only one person was infected with poison. Drain Fang here for a grand total of 42. Not bad. One attack here, and you want to cure that, even though Mia will most certainly be affected by it at least once. Time for you to use that, time for you to set that, and to hope that nothing terrible happens. I don't think anything terrible is going to happen. The backdrop for this fight is also pretty good too, showing the effects of the Venus Lighthouse being lit. We really shouldn't be here. We really should get out of here. We've no idea what will happen. 214 damage, and one more attack. Cure poison! Haha, no more poison for you! Outer space for us, though! We're really not worried about it whatsoever. Outer space isn't going to do that much damage. We could just use tons of attacks, but why risk losing now when we've got so far? Why risk losing, eh? I think we'll wish well, and then you set that, you cast that, and it goes around again. battle goes around again, and you're going to lose, Satoru and Minardi. Time for us to hit them some more, a grand total of once. There we go. Is this enough? It is not enough yet. And once more, they jump from outer space. Look at all those stars being different colours. Some of them are green, some of them are yellow, some of them are pink. But all of them won't help Satoru and Minardi deal anything more than a minor amount of damage that we're just going to completely mitigate with one wish well. This is probably the most frustrating thing that Satoru and Minardi have ever encountered. It may very well also be the last thing that Satoru and Minardi ever encounter. We set that once more, we use this once more, and then we hit a two-headed dragon with a mace and a sword, with all the subtlety of auto attacks. The Dragon Driver! You're most certainly trying your best, but unfortunately your best may just not be enough. It may not be enough. And that is a paltry amount of damage, and Garet gets the final blow! The Fusion Dragon is fell. The final fight of the game is over. How did we lose? We are superior in every way, but still we weren't defeated. And they fall into the lighthouse. They are dead. We did it! We won! Okay, time to get out of here now. We beat them, but have we really won? Not really. All our efforts were for naught. What are you talking about? We did everything we could, but we still failed. Sure, we couldn't save the Venus Lighthouse, but we beat them! They're gone! You saw them fall down into the pit. Okay, that's no guarantee that they're gone, but trust me on this, they're gone. So we don't have to worry about any more beacons being lit. Well, not quite. But Felix is gone, and he's taken Sheba. And there's Alex. What have you seen? What have you seen? What's with you guys? Isaac? What are you looking at? Why don't you turn and then you'll find out? Felix! Did you finish them? No one knew their power better than I did. If you destroyed them, then I am no match for you now, Isaac. Why are you still here? I must go. Come, Sheba. Wait, Felix. Why do you run from us? They fell into a lighthouse. It's all over. Poor fools. If you think it's over, you are sadly mistaken. If you plan to light the other beacons, you will still need the elemental stars. We have them. They're gone, Felix. You don't have to light the beacons anymore. Yes, I do. If I don't light the beacons. Yes, are you going to explain? What will happen? It's no use talking about it. Just wait and see. No, there is a lot of use talking about it, Felix. A little conversation would deal with everything. You know, here are all the reasons why we should light the lighthouse. And then he goes to a nice list with a little flip chart and everything with a big pointer. And then at the end, Garet goes, huh, well, I guess we better help you then. But no, we'll never figure out why you're doing this because you won't tell us. It may be good, it may be bad. Just tell us. If you won't release Sheba, we'll have to take her back. And then things get worse. Much worse. I think the lighthouse needs some repair work. A lot of it. The lighthouse. Isaac, they're too far away. We can't reach Felix. That's not all. There's light coming from down below. Uh-oh. And there is the lighting of the lighthouse. 2 down, 2 to go. No! Sheba! Hold on, Sheba. Take my hand. I can't. You must try. If you don't, you'll fall. No, I think she'll just magically float into the air. Of course she's going to fall. Look down. The foundations of a lighthouse are crumbling. They are. It's collapsing into the ground. Why is this happening? Is it to protect Venus Lighthouse? I'm slipping. I can't hold on any longer. No! Don't let go! You can't! You'll... Goodbye, Phoenix, and thank you. Sheba! No! I won't let you die! I think you've just killed yourself as well, Felix. Sheba fell after that last tremor. Felix didn't dive in the sea after her, did he? Oh, he did. I can't believe he did that from so high up. He's probably dead now. The idiot Felix. I can't believe he said he'd light the other beacons. We would have had to fight him if this hadn't happened. But he sacrificed himself to save Sheba. He's not like Satoros. He is still driven, though. I'm at a loss, Isaac. We have to decide what to do next. What to do? What can we do? You can get off the lighthouse. What about Jenna and the others at Edejima? Oh yeah, I completely forgot about Jenna. Well done, Garet. Isaac, listen up. We've got to find Jenna. Look at that. Isaac has finally come back to his senses. I think he's just sort of taking in the fact that Felix sacrificed himself. Shouldn't we go find Jenna and the others right away? Sure. It's about time you started agreeing with me. I've been agreeing with you all along, except when you made stupid statements. Isaac, you'll have to tell Jenna about Felix. I know it will be hard, but you'll be there to comfort her. What's the matter, Garet? I was just thinking. How the heck are we supposed to get down? That's a good question. Good point. This is going to make leaving very difficult. Oh! And it repairs itself. Just like magic. It's back to normal. That was odd. What's going on around here? I don't think we'll ever know. At least now we can go search for Jenna and the others. Alright, let's go, Isaac. It's time to find Jenna. And off they go. Meanwhile, but despite a long and tiring search, Jenna was nowhere to be found. And there's Iodem and Farron. How did the search for Sheba turn out? We were unable to find any sign of her. The seas are too rough to search. And there's no sign of her on land. Tolby is responsible for Sheba's fate. No apology can reflect the sorrow I feel at your loss, Farron. All we can do for Sheba now is hope. But tell me, what of Jenna and the others? The same. We've searched all over, but they're nowhere to be found. The ground tore apart from the shock of the lighthouse and the ship. Apparently, everything at Edejima, including the ship, was swept away. So, Edejima itself was washed out to sea? Yes. Incredible. And the cave too has been flooded? Yes, indeed. But we think Jenna and the others are still alive. They may have been washed out to sea with Edejima. We've decided to continue searching for Jenna. Haven't we, Isaac? Yes, we have. Do not worry about Sheba. I just hope you are able to find Jenna. We will find Sheba without fail. Sheba has been in dangerous situations before, and lived. But this time, I believe it was nothing short of a miracle. Who knew the sea would rise up to the lighthouse just as she fell? Oh, what is that? Lot coming to help her? Who would have thunk, eh? And maybe that means Felix isn't dead either. Can you really call that a miracle? Do you think it was just good luck? Let's call it mere coincidence for now. Nothing is coincidental when it comes to this child. So you believe Sheba survived? Yes, I am sure of it. Just because Sheba was an adept. An adept? What is that? Oh, we have a lot of explaining to do. Well, it's someone with abilities like theirs. Isaac, you and your friends are truly amazing. Thank you. You were able to enter the ancient ruins and get to Venus Lighthouse. But Sheba was different. She couldn't enter the ruins. That's just because Sheba's abilities are different from theirs. No matter how many times I explain that to Farron, he doesn't get it. Garet, don't be rude. Yes, Garet, don't be rude. Fortunately, we don't have time to talk. We've got to go. That's right. I didn't mean to keep you. That didn't come out right. We mean that while we're talking, Gianna and the others are lost at sea. I understand your desire to leave as soon as possible. The seas have been very rough since the beacon was lit. Be careful. You too. Farewell. Take care, and farewell. Thank you very much. I hope your search for Sheba yields success. And what about Babby? Ladivero. There are still things to do. Not that much to do, but a tiny bit. And when we come back, folks, we'll finish the game. There's really not that much left. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.